Am I the asshole? For not attending my sister's wedding after she almost didn't invite me because I'm under 18. My sister is getting married in the fall. When she and her fiancé started planning things a few weeks ago, they said it was gonna be no kids. I didn't think anything of that at first. I assumed she meant like 13 or something like that. That was weird though, because she never came to me about anything wedding related like she did with the rest of the family. So last week, I asked her if she needed help with anything, and asked if she wanted me wearing a specific dress or something like that. She said no. Why would I? I'm not going. She explained that no kids means no kids, no exceptions, so I'm too young by 3 months to attend. I was really hurt by that, and told our parents. They didn't know I wasn't invited, so my dad told her either she lets me come or she's not getting their half of the money. She did invite me, but she made a big show of how she didn't want me there. So I said screw it, don't bother. Since she doesn't want me there I won't be. She just shouldn't expect things to go back to normal after. We used to be really close, and we text a lot even after she moved out. Not anymore though. I blocked her on everything and I'm not speaking to her. IDK if our relationship can recover from this, but if we do it's gonna be up to her to fix it. My parents say I'm overreacting, but this really hurt me. Not the asshole. Your sister made it clear she didn't want you there and only changed her mind when threatened. You shouldn't go and I hope she feels like shit. In what world do child-free weddings mean I don't invite my 17-year-old sister I was really close with? She's a child too it seems. Not the asshole. Strict 18 cutoffs for a wedding get ridiculous at certain points, and this is a strong illustration you were close sisters and she knew you were just as adult as you'd be in 3 months. This isn't some question of a cousin who's 17 and she just didn't know how mature they'd be. Not the asshole. I understand child-free weddings, but I truly do not understand why she wouldn't invite her sister if you really were that close. She's having the best day of her life and is actively telling you you can't be part of it, and can only begrudgingly come because she won't get money if you couldn't. That's selfish and greedy. Is there any reason to consider her fiancé talked her into not making an exception for you? I say not the asshole. You're 17. You're not exactly a child. It's not like she has to worry about you running around and getting food on the walls or anything or interrupting the first dance, and then she only invited you due to financial repercussions. I think your response is very mature and valid. I don't go places I've been made unwelcome to. Not the asshole. Her wedding and she doesn't invite you because you are a couple months shy of 18. Pretty much shows how little she values your relationship. I'm really sorry. Must be painful. Not the asshole. That's heartbreaking. I couldn't imagine not having my 17-year-old sister at my wedding. She'd be the first person I'd invite. Hell, she'd be my maid of honor. I don't know how she could possibly make it up to you. That's so hurtful. Not the asshole. My sister had a no-kids wedding when I was like 15-16 and she made the maid of honor. Siblings are an exception to the rule in my book. I wouldn't want to go either if I knew that I wasn't actually invited and would be there only because my sister wanted the money from our dad. Even if she considers 17 a kid, she should have made an exception for you. No one would have questioned it otherwise. She knew exactly what she was doing. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. What a horrible thing to do to an immediate family member. Not the asshole. But hear me now when I say that this is not your fault. Do not let her or anyone guilt you. Go plan something fun for the day and enjoy yourself. She will realize too little too late that she ruined the relationship, not you. Not the asshole. No kids should not include 17-year-olds LMAO. Especially not someone who is almost 18. The vast majority of child-free weddings do not exclude older teens. Especially when the older teen is a sibling. She made her idiotic bed, now she has to lay in it. I can't believe she wouldn't invite you just because you're 17. She's insane if she thinks that's a standard child-free wedding thing to do. You're her sister, for crying out loud. Feels like a flimsy excuse to not invite you. Is there anything else going on? Not the asshole. That's really shit, to say your 17-year-old sister can't come to your wedding. Yeah, if I was you I wouldn't feel like going either. Your parents are wrong to be trying to sweep it under the carpet. Not the asshole. OP, you handled it well. Being the petty person I am, if in the future the sister needed a babysitter to say if OP isn't good enough to attend the wedding, she isn't good enough for babysitting. Not the asshole. She made her bed and now she has to lie in it. She wants to exclude you from what is likely one of the most important moments of her life. Why would you want to continue being close with someone who would do that? X200B. And then needing to be threatened to invite you and still being a jerk about it. Not the asshole. She doesn't want you there, so no reason to go. Your sister will forever be the one who didn't want you at her wedding. Not the asshole. Your reaction is pretty normal in my opinion. She don't invite you due to a stupid rule who put a 17-year-old in the same basket as kids. And then invited you because of money. There's no respect coming from her, and it's up to you to decide how you feel about it. Not the asshole. I'd be seriously pissed. Your whole family is going to be there, just no kids, and because you're just 3 months shy of it she didn't invite you. That's cruel. Not the asshole. Your sister sounds like she's gone full bridezilla to not even invite her own sister that is just under 18. Luckily she doesn't live with you, so it shouldn't be hard to go LC or NC. Info: how is your sister reacting to the blocking and cut contact? Yeah, not the asshole. I wouldn't want to go somewhere I knew I was only invited because the person throwing the event was forced to invite me. Absolutely ridiculous. She thought her 17-year-old sibling should be included in the no children rule, and she clearly does not value your relationship as her sister. Not the asshole. It's her wedding. If she doesn't want you there, that says a lot. She's not entitled to any sort of relationship with you after making it clear you mean that little to her. Not the asshole. This is the correct response. People need to be responsible for their actions. Who wants someone who cares do little for you in their life? Not the asshole. She was being absolutely ridiculous, and if she doesn't see why you're upset and not acting buddy-buddy, then she's really dense. Not the asshole. Your sister is showing you her true colors, and I bet on reflection you'd be able to see that your relationship before this was fairly one-sided. Not the asshole. I can't get past the fact that you will be closer to 18 than not, since she told you that you missed the cutoff by 3 months. I wouldn't go if it was me. Not the asshole. It was her choice to exclude you, and she's hiding behind an arbitrary rule that she made up in the first place. She needs to sincerely apologize before any kind of communication from you. And she doesn't want you there, so why would you go? Not the asshole. That's terrible. The whole no kids thing is always kind of controversial and hurtful, even when it's little cousins and whatnot. But to apply it to a 17-year-old sibling, I would be hurt too. I recently got married and had a no kids rule at the wedding. My wife and I wouldn't have considered you a kid. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. I would skip it and tell her you attended her next one. I read somewhere that like 60 of people who get married between ages 20-25 end up getting divorced. Odds are, she'll end up divorced in a few years anyway. Another am I the asshole? With people ready to burn bridges with family just for a child-free party. Not the asshole. And who doesn't have all the immediate family on top of the guest list?